1.
First off, I just want to end all the rumors. My teeth are not wooden. Are they dentures? I'd rather not say. Cabinet battles are so arduous. Like, yes, I need trusted advisors, but at what cost? Jefferson and Hamilton can't even decide on what snack to eat. And to be honest, this whole American experiment thing is a lot to be in charge of. Because listen, nothing's ever been done before. I mean, I'm totally grateful to be president and all, but like, man, I'm making up everything on the spot. The Judiciary Act just went into effect. I let my boy John Jay be Chief Justice. After reading 5 of his 85 essays of the Federalist Papers, I knew he was the one to lead the court systems. And plus Hamilton, who wrote 51, was already my Secretary of Treasury, so I figured it was time to let John Jay shine. Well, America, it's been a great 8 years, and I would like to leave you with a little bit of advice that I really think would be beneficial to lead you into the future of America. For goodness sakes, do not destroy America with political parties! I mean, Jefferson and Hamilton are cool, right? But with all this partisan squabbling, they're gonna run America into the ground. And okay, another thing, America, as of right now, you are 8 years old. Would you let an 8-year-old go into battle? No, I don't think so. So no permanent alliances until you're at least 20 in 1812 or something. Then you can go off and fight whoever you want. But until then, don't. But if I leave you with anything, I love you. Okay, I don't know what you've heard, but I can fully say Hamilton started it.
Hey, no I didn't!
I heard they're calling my election the Revolution of 1800. I mean, I don't want to brag, but I'm the best thing to happen to the United States in all of its 16 years. And that's saying a lot. I'm going to be what a US president should be. I'm going to be fair, decentralized, and true to the foundations of the Constitution. John Adams and, I don't mean to call it the father of our country, but George Washington all both way overstepped the boundaries of the federal government. Okay, so maybe being president is not as easy as I thought it would be. So I guess some are saying that the Louisiana Purchase was an overreach of presidential power. But look, technically the purchase was a treaty, and I have the power to make treaties. So technically, I did not actually overreach my power. And also, who cares? I doubled the size of America for literally nothing. Okay, 15 million isn't nothing, but it's definitely discounted. I feel a little bit bad though, because I think I just funded Napoleon's next couple of conquests, but whatever. Although I disagree with George Washington, I will uphold his wishes, and I will not go into the war with the British, even though they are impressing our soldiers. Like, don't you have the greatest navy in the world? Why do you need to take our sailors? Ugh. So I'm gonna place an embargo on them, and that's really gonna hurt them. So I guess the embargo is hurting us more than it's hurting the British, so I'm probably gonna drop it before I leave office, but before I leave office, I just want to leave America with one thing. Hamilton started it.
Did not!
Yep, it's me, the leader of the Good Feelings era. Fresh off of our victory in the War of 1812, I led us into a new era of awesomeness. It was totally me. It was all me. I'm the best. Alright, maybe I'm not the best. There may have been a slight panic of 1819 that may have been caused by over-speculation due to the Louisiana Purchase and my acquisition of Florida, but you know what? The purchase of Florida was definitely a good idea. I mean, what are the odds Florida's only full of alligators and swamps, right? I just implemented the Monroe Doctrine. Now, there will be no European intervention in South America. You're welcome. I swore to defend South America. I am basically like their older brother, like a good neighbor, right? I mean, to be fair, I don't really have the army to defend South America, probably against any European power, but shh, Europe doesn't know that. For all they know, I got the Queen's Navy up in here. You know, I'm literally the coolest president. Like, seriously, I know I kind of helped drive the US to civil war and all, but, I mean, I did it to end slavery.
You did it to save the Union!
Yeah, end slavery. I'm literally a hero. Like, 13th, 14th, 15th Amendments, all me, honey.
What about the Black Codes and Jim Crow?
That's not my problem. Another president can deal with that.
What about the limiting of habeas corpus?
You gotta do what you gotta do. King Andrew, seriously, have you seen that National Bank? I mean, I know I did that whole Trail of Tears and Indian Removal Act thing and prompted the displacement of tens of thousands of Native Americans, but it was a treaty. Like, a forced treaty. But have you seen Jefferson and his treaties? Yeah. Anyways, that daggone National Bank has way too much economic power. I think I'll just put all the money into states banks, you know, so I could trust them, because I'm a statesman. I'll call them pet banks. Yeah, that sounds good. Good going, Andrew. Okay, I mean, if anything, don't paint me as the bad guy. Have you seen Henry Clay and his whole corrupt bargain thing with Adams? Pretty shady, if you ask me. Me, a common man. A real Southern belle. Beau. Hey, want to see my big stick? That's just a joke I had with the boys, you know, back in the Spanish-American War. You know, cracking open a cold one with the boys in Cuba. But speaking of boys, Taft, that backstabbing pansy, he calls himself a progressive, a trust buster. He really isn't. He thinks dollar diplomacy will work. But you see this? My big stick? Real intimidating. Anyways, enough on that negative stuff.
What about imperialism?
Imperialism? That's a little harsh. You know, I'm just like a big brother. I said in my corollary, you see, I'm trying to help out the uncivilized people. They're basically dogs, and I'm just trying to train them. But seriously, I know I have my big stick and my whole Secretary of the Navy thing, but I'm a chill guy. I love nature. All those corporations and trusts are basically destroying nature. We need to set aside some parts of the planet that we could just look at and admire. You know, national parks. I think I'll nationalize them. The only thing better than cracking open a cold one with the boys is just going for a nice, gentle stroll.
But don't ever let me start feeling lonely.
The Great Depression is hard. We really must fix the economy, but it's not my job. Brain trusts, assemble! Fast forward in time and, hey, look at that, our plan worked. We got the country out of depression. Or was that the war? Okay, also, maybe I did a few things during the war that were, you know, a little skeptical. You guys know. The Lend-Lease bill, which kind of defied our neutrality a little bit, and then the Japanese internment camps, which kind of put Japanese in concentration-like camps. But to be honest, I was just trying to make America the arsenal of democracy. I was trying to make it for the greater good. I don't really think I'm the best president, but you know, I did help America get out of the Great Depression, so that gotta count for something, right? And you know what? I also broke the two-term unspoken rule. Sorry, George Washington. Oh, I almost forgot. Shout out to my fifth cousin Teddy. What a great dude.
Okay. I know what you're thinking. Why is a wealthy little Catholic boy in the White House? I understand that electing me for president was thinking outside the box for most of you Christian-based people. But just to make sure everyone knows that we are the best, let's make sure we totally beat the USSR. Let's beat them to the moon. That's right, I said it. We're going to the moon. We are better than them. Heck, their government even doesn't have a secret taping system like I do. Get on my level, people. Though I have to say, after everything, karma is a pain in the butt. Here's why. Best thing I ever did, stop the Soviet Union from destroying the US. Yep, I'm supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I know. No need to tell me again. I did all this good stuff for you and made one small mistake with the Cuban Missile Crisis, and boom, I'm shot. Now what kind of repayment is that? I deserve more. Nixon, can you get me a water?
Watergate? What?
I'm a pretty great president, if I do say so myself. You know, I did that thing with the Chinese where I visited them to, do that thing. And I was accused of doing that thing with the receiving the dog and the money for, my campaign. That's completely false. And the enemies list was not at all mine. But you know what was true? Vietnamization and somewhat of détente. That awesome thing that only helped delay the inevitable with the USSR. And I think that's all I did. So yeah.
What about Watergate?
Watergate? What water?
What about Watergate?
No, I don't want water.
No, Watergate.
Water? You mean the molecule comprised of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom?
Watergate.
Oh, okay, clearly you're not understanding. So let me show you the chemical bonding of water. We have 2 hydrogens, 2 oxygens bonded to 1 hydrogen. Understand now?